Yes, I was seeking in quite a intense way, really. I was reading about all different kinds of religions, and I'd say I was a pretty desperate seeker. I was a very bad insomniac. I hadn't slept very much for 2 years. I was so tense, I think, and basically I moved into a house in Bristol where my husband-to-be was living in the flat above. I didn't know him then. And he'd been telling all his friends about Sahaja Yoga and expecting them to be as enthusiastic as he was. And of course hadn't had much response. And so when he came to telling me about it, he was very laid back and didn't tell me very much. He didn't show me Shri Mataji's photograph, but he described it, that it was something within us that through which we could feel our own inner state, and also that it was collective and we could feel the state of other people. And not only that, but that we could actually put that right, so that and I remember thinking, well, what else is there? I mean, if that's true, then that's it. And he told me about the meetings in London at Caxton Hall, where Shri Mataji was there. And I didn't tell him because I wanted to go to the meeting on my own. I didn't want to have that feeling that, he was watching me and seeing what my response would be. So I went without telling him, and had a very intense, deep experience at that first meeting with Shri Mataji. And I remember sitting waiting for Shri Mataji to come into the hall, and it was only then really that I started to think, what is it? Who is this person that I'm waiting to see? And this intense feeling of expectation. And suddenly everybody rose to their feet, and Mother walked in, and I remember she was much smaller than I expected, because I suppose I imagined, someone much bigger. And I was right in the front row, and Shri Mataji talked for about an hour, I suppose, quite a long talk. And I just remember feeling that everything that she said made such sense, and it was such common sense, and so just resonated so much in me. And then at the end of her talk, she said, right, now it's not about talking, it's about the experience. And so shut your eyes and put your hands out towards me. And as soon as I did that, I felt this incredible thump up my spine. And I didn't really know very much about Kundalini or anything, so I didn't know what to expect. And I just thought I knew something amazing had happened, because obviously it was a very definite experience. And then afterwards, Shri Mataji was in an incredibly motherly mood that night, which was very good for me, because I had quite a difficult relationship with my own mother, and she was in an incredibly, just pouring love out mood, and just her arms open and moving amongst everybody. And it was very biblical in a way. I remember feeling when she didn't talk to me, but I remember having this feeling that I just wanted to touch any part of her, like even her sari. And I mean, afterwards I thought, gosh, I've never had that feeling about anybody before. And I recognised that as something very special, that I had that instinct. And just that feeling that I'd never seen love like that before. And I knew that I was seeing some love which was just beyond, just special. Yeah. Went back and said I'd met Shri Mataji, and I'm going to do it. And he nearly went through the ceiling, because he was so surprised, because everybody else he'd been telling had been, not had that kind of reaction. So, but I was seeking very much. Yes.